here in the desert. I am positively parched, and my voice sounds like I've been smoking for 30 years. Disneyland, it's a hell of a time. You could go for a nice glass of wine. I wonder, where could I get the biggest bottle of wine possible? Ah! It's a tank car! For
Wine?
wine.
What's up, guys? This is Heiss, and we are here at the Southern California Railway Museum today, where the museum has been kind enough to come show us around, show us some of the cool things, and we're getting to help interpret some of their artifacts. So make sure you go support your local museums, and I would, honest to God, plan a trip out to this museum because this place is incredible. It's huge, and as we got told, it's actually the biggest operating museum west of the Mississippi as far as operations size and the amount of equipment they have, and they're doing a wonderful job. But Leighton is going to tell me more about these because we were wandering around looking at things, and he goes, "Oh yeah, those are wine tank cars." And I went, "What? What's the deal here?"
You see, underneath each of those lids, there's a giant cork. And they had these big facilities where they had a giant corkscrew that would descend from the ceiling. And that's enough of that inane bullshit.
I was like, wait, no, yeah, thanks, cool.
Thank you. So as everybody knows, California, huge wine growing state. People love their grape juice, myself included, and that leads to. Why are you? Oh, you're just doing a thumb. We like grape juice.
Brett also likes his grape juice.
I guess we're going to be doing some little editing magic for that.
You're making it harder by saying more things.
Yeah, but
just
now
continue.
that you're engaging with me, we're continuing to make it harder. California is a huge wine growing state and has been for well over a century, including during through Prohibition. You could buy these magical bricks that explicitly said, "Do not leave in water for 3 to 4 months. You will make wine. Do not do that. That is illegal." But that kind of grape and wine production on an industrial scale can lead to a need to move things at an industrial scale. And there were some of these cars, they particularly lived on the West Coast, that had 4, and in that case 6 tanks that I believe like each section was individually glass lined. So you could have your Merlot, your Pinot Grigio, your Chardonnay, your Tour de Franzia in the very back. And that was how you could move wine from, where you're growing and your winemaking facility would be.
Winery.
Your winery.
That's what it's called.
Yes, to your bottling facility that might actually, just be closer to the urban center. And there's a Rio Grande connection with this too.
Of course there is.
Of course, there's a Rio Grande connection in that one of these cars, one of these 6-dome ones, was actually bought by the Grand and used in water service, and it lived at Bond for like 30 years.
Oh, fair enough.
So I guess that means that tank car was bottled in Bond.
Who brought the limes? So
Yeah.
that's really, really cool. That's not something I've ever heard of, and that's not something that you tend to think about when you think about things that you get as a consumer in a grocery store these days. You see a bottle of wine, you see maybe a case of wine, or you see gallons of milk or whatever and all that stuff. And sometimes you'll see a semi-truck maybe that's lined for milk or something like that, but it's really out of the touchstone with the American populace and consumerism that you had to sometimes transport and deal with the logistics of this sort of thing. I had never thought about that. I'd never thought, why would you even bother? You'd just bottle on site like most smaller wineries tend to do, or they would just truck the small amounts that they're doing. But I guess there was a time and place to have trains of wine. So that's a new one for me, and hopefully it was a new one for you. And I guess the only thing I have left, Leighton, is one going to be enough for Britta's, your fiance's bachelorette party, or is she going to need more than one?
I think one will be fine.
One will be fine.
We might have needed one of those for whiskey this weekend.
We're out here for Leighton's bachelor party, and it's congratulations. It's been wonderful.
Thank you. Party on, Garth.
Party on, Wayne.
Party on.
Party on, dudes! But anyways, thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to the Southern California Railway Museum for having us out. Hopefully we'll have a couple more videos like this.